Welcome back to Briggs on Books and Central Valley Talk, where we celebrate what's good about Fresno. But we have authors from all over the world. Every day I talk to somebody in a different country. Today I found this guy from Fresno, California, where I am, Jason Gobeli. Welcome, Jason.
Mike, it's always good to see you.
Now, are any of these books out yet? Should we talk about this one first?
That one is just been released here in December. So yes, that one was out. That's an interesting story behind that one.
It's a kid's book, right?
It's a kid's book, yes. Mike, last October, I had some things go down, and I was in the hospital, and my grandson was coming to visit me. And when they released me, just in time to go see my grandson, I thought, you know what? I want to write him a book and write a story and give it to him for Christmas. So I got it on the Fast Pass. I wrote it one morning.
But it's beautifully illustrated.
Thank you. I got paid someone to do that and do the illustrations. It's an interesting book.
Yeah, the illustrations are remarkable. We have a lot of authors on here. These are almost like 3D. Everything's 3D.
We try to give it that kind of a look.
Yeah.
And then the other cool thing about it too is that there's a lot of holistic ideas in that book for the kids. So it's really good to help them, get along with other kids
And speaking of holistic, I should have said this right up front, you're not just an author, you're a hypnotist, you're a speaker, you're a public speaker.
I'm a public speaker, I'm a hypnotist, I do seminars, I do change work. I do quite a bit of everything. I'm a neuro-linguistic programmer. Yes. Change work pretty much wraps it all up.
Yeah.
Because I help change lives.
And what's some examples? Is it like people who want to do better at their sales job, for example?
Absolutely. I got a new book coming up, and it'll be up here in the next few weeks. It's called Beyond Sales.
Is that it?
Yeah, that was my first book, Mike. That one right there. Beyond Sales. It's the neuroscience of advanced communication.
Yeah.
And it's about relationship building and stuff like that.
But it falls into the whole change work idea, I would imagine.
Mike, you've been in the real estate business too, and I've been in sales for over 40 years, and I can tell you that my whole life I want to help people, and that's what real sales is all about, helping people and solving their problems with their houses and whatever it may be that we're getting for them. And if it's not a good product, we don't want to give it to them anyway. So we know that. And I've just evolved a little bit where I'm not only helping them with their real estate needs, and I'm helping them with their mental stuff and their psychological stuff and some of those limiting beliefs that we get stuck with.
Right. I love it when you talk about this, limiting beliefs. Somehow in someone's life, they came to believe that they couldn't do something.
It's more than just believe that you can't do something. I mean, that's good on the confidence level, but there's patterns of behavior that people get stuck in.
Yeah.
And there's things that have happened, back in the past, 20 years ago that are affecting today, and we need to rewrite those scripts.
Yeah. How do you unlock that? I mean, is it through hypnosis, just talking to them?
There's all kinds of methods, but a lot of that's embedded deep in the unconscious mind. And hypnosis is a form of trance where you can talk directly and communicate with the unconscious mind. But then again, the hard part isn't getting a person into trance. The hard part's getting them out of the trance they're already in.
They're already in a trance.
Yeah, we all are.
It's the same. Their subconscious has been programmed over years and years, not by a hypnotist, but by life.
By life, by their parents, by the patterns that they live. It's like, I liken it to this. When you're walking through a forest, if you keep walking down that same path, it gets engraved deeper and deeper and deeper. And that becomes the pattern you take and the road that you take. And a lot of times that road that we take, that path that we take, leads us to a place we don't want to go.
Yeah.
So it's about blocking off that path and redoing another path. Now, if we block off that path, it'll eventually grow over, and the new path will get inbred.
Yeah. So. I tell you, I'm developing a bad habit, and it's called the TikTok. About TikTok? But every couple of minutes, swipe, there's Jason Gobeli again with a great message.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I always try to click the like. Are those all on TikTok, or are you making them somewhere else?
I appreciate the likes. I put it on several different platforms, but I do have quite a bit of message and quite a bit of content that I want to get out to people, and it's all empowering. It's all to help person get through and get to another level in their lives.
The TikTok format is a short message, and you're able to grab the person, shake them, and say, hey, if you or this or that, get a hold of me or try this or something like that. I appreciate it. So.
Thank you. I appreciate your comments and your likes, and I try to throw good, positive content out every day and get it done within 60 seconds.
Is that all going away, TikTok?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. I think it's going to get saved at the last minute here.
You know why? This guy who got elected president, Trump, he likes it because his son taught him during that campaign, hey, Dad, use TikTok and you'll win.
Not only that, he really did well on TikTok, especially with the youth and the colleges. It'll come to me in a minute, but one of the guys in particular, Charlie Kirk, did a lot of work on the colleges and converted a lot of votes.
Yeah. And I just like it was very TikTok. You got to learn to spot quickly what's real and what's kind of fake. So Charlie Kirk seems to be real genuine, and you don't have to agree with him, and he was okay with that. So.
It's not just TikTok; it's all of them. You got the Instagram, you got the X, you got all of them are work together. And
I've never figured that X out. I have it, but I just can't figure it out. So
that's Elon stuff.
Elon's it's way over my head, Elon. Okay, so I'm fascinated by the hypnotist. Is there any people you've helped particularly? I'm looking for the tricks, like the smokers or the drinkers, or is it more of just a change of direction thing?
I've helped smokers, and I've helped people with that have addiction things and stuff like this. I've helped people with self-confidence. I've helped people with insomnia. It's not tricks. It's just rewiring that brain to think on a different level and to come from a different way. So often we get stuck in patterns of behavior that just are not good for us.
Patterns of behavior. Do people see their own patterns of behavior?
Mike, have you ever cut your hand and never healed?
No.
Have you ever broke a bone and it's never healed?
No.
The body wants to heal itself, and so does the mind. The question, the issue is that sometimes we don't know how, and sometimes we get lost repeating those same behaviors over again. So it's all about finding that healing inside ourselves because it's all there.
Well, I have people in my life that have this patterns of behavior. You see it coming like a truck racing towards you, like they're going to be late, for our dinner date or whatever. I just see it over and over. But my question is, can people see it themselves, or do they need somebody from the outside to say, hey, and not, fathers, mothers, husbands, wives, they try to point out the patterns of behavior in their other person, but sometimes you need somebody from the outside to do it.
Sometimes, Mike, they do see it themselves, and they're beating themselves up over it and focusing on it. I don't want to be late, I don't want to be late, I don't want to be late, and they're focusing on being late, and it grows. Right? I've seen some of us do this. We'll think, okay, I got to do it, I don't want to be late. Oh, I forgot to grab this.
Yeah.
Now I got to go back and grab this, or I forgot there's something there, or did I leave the light on, or the stove on, or there's always things that can make us late if we focus on late.
I see. Yeah, you're so busy trying to get dressed and out the door that you forget the other things, and you can't leave with the stove on, for example, or the iron or whatever.
The thing we focus on expands. So if we're always focusing on negative, it's going to grow in our lives. When we focus on positive stuff, it's going to grow in our lives.
What I'm trying to get to is there's people out there watching. Yeah. From all over the world, by the way. And by the way, they don't have to be local for you to help them, right?
Oh, no. I do a lot of work online. I do a lot of work online. I do a lot of work with metaphors. I do hypnosis over the internet through Zoom. So I do all kinds of things.
With our author show, we have viewers from all over the world every day. So I'm just trying to find somebody who's watching to give you something to trigger them to contact you. Like, what kinds of things should be going on in people's lives for them to contact you?
And you can contact me for anything, but the biggest trigger that you have is that phone number right there on the screen. Just call that phone number. Call
and talk. Ring to? Headquarters?
Yeah, that's me.
It rings
right to me. Yeah. I don't want to screen my calls.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to call you, they pick up the phone and call and say, I'm just thinking I got this problem or that or this idea or that idea. They call you right up and...
They call me and, we'll talk. We'll find out what's going on. And, if it need be, we schedule a session to get through whatever we need to get through to get to go where we need to go.
Right. I'm thinking of this big company has, a lot of them have their annual meetings or annual get-together or annual conference. And maybe they want to change the think of their workers. You would come in and speak at a conference like that?
I'd love that. I love coming in there and speaking at a conference and bringing them there, show them what I have available. But then also the other thing is that a lot of times, especially with salespeople, we get stuck in ruts, or there's patterns of behavior that get stuck in, just things that don't work. And if we can flip that script and know how we can really service people and communicate with people and build those strong relationships, because by building those strong relationships, that's where everything changes. When we build those strong relationships with others, it makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah, that's amazing. So if you have a business, you're having your annual meeting or get together, a monthly sales meeting, call Jason Gobeli and just say, how can you help?
That's right. It's not just a one-time thing. It's not like you're in and you're out. I mean, you build these relationships with these people, not just to get the sales numbers, but in order to grow. And when we grow these relationships, and Mike, I think you'll know this very well, especially in the real estate business, the same people that we sell, when we treat them right, they come back over and over again, and they just don't become clients, they become good friends over the years.
And you said earlier, it's about helping people.
Absolutely.
So don't be out to help yourself. How can I make a sale and get money from that guy? How can you help that person?
And that just never works.
Right.
It's not a quota thing. It's not a numbers thing. Those numbers will come when you do the right thing for the right reasons.
The right thing for the right reason.
That's right.
Now, what do we find if we go to this www.gounder.com?
You're going to find all kinds of stuff. Mike, you go to there and you're going to find my hypnosis stuff. You're going to find my stage show stuff. You're going to find stuff on my books at my website. You're going to find, I got a relationship program that I have on there. I mean, I have a successful relationship. Me and my wife have been married for 30 years. We've been together and have a wonderful life. So I have a great relationship program that I offer. I got all kinds of things that I can help people with.
That's nice. That's nice. So go start by going to that website, go-under.com. There's so much there. I want to click on some of these things you sent in.
Oh, that's my logo, Mike. See, right there it is.
I clicked on that earlier, and I kind of got a little hypnotized. And here is something. What is this?
Okay, see, now that is my FFL modality. So that's a modality that I created. It deals with the past, present, and future. If you follow me on social media, you'll see it all over the place. If you just read any of my books, it's going to be infused through quite a few of my books. The FFL modality stands for faith, forgiveness, and love. See, faith deals with the future. A lot of times we get stuck in future fears and anxieties. So faith helps us get through with that. The second F is forgiveness. That stands for the forgiveness, which is dealing with the past, forgiving ourselves and forgiving others. We can't let what happened, years ago affect what's going on today, because we got to live in the present to be truly mindful and be there for each other. And of course, love is being in the present, and that's what it all grows into. If we do the right thing for the right reasons and treat others with love, it comes back just tenfold. It's even in the kids' book, Mike. It's even in the kids' book.
I want to kind of circle back, because the show is really Briggs on Books. Is this book out? Is
Yes.
it available? Where can they get it?
You can get it on Amazon. You can get that book, and you can get Infused Hypnosis on Amazon. Both of those books are
That's this one?
That's that one. Both of those books are available on Amazon. The other book, the sales book, won't be out for another couple of weeks yet. That's what the cover is going to look like.
Well, you have to come back when that comes out.
I'll have to come back when that one comes out. And then, of course, I have another ebook that I use, too, that I have out there. And I didn't send you the cover, Mike. I just sent you the whole book so you
sent
can
me
read
the whole
it.
book. That's right.
Yeah.
Now, by the way, let me say this, and you probably know what I'm talking about more than I know what I'm trying to say is you come in here with a certain energy. You have a great energy about you.
Thank you.
And I notice people are attracted to people like that. Can people gain that kind of energy?
Mike, we all have that energy inside. We all have that light inside us. It's just a matter of getting in touch with that divine that's inside us and just bringing it out. You have it. You shine. You're a wonderful guy.
Can you help people with that?
Absolutely.
I run into this guy out at the bus stop every once a year. Probably used to work here. We called him Eeyore.
Yes.
And every time I say, "Hey man, how you doing?" Because I try to, "How you doing?" Say it real up. And most people say, "Oh, I'm doing well, thanks." He's, "Oh, I had another little surgery on my thing, or my wife took the kid." It's always some downward thing. And these people never seem to go anywhere. But I feel like someone like you can bring that out.
Mike, I think we all can. I mean, I've seen it happen over and over again, and it can be something simple. It doesn't even have to be verbal. I've seen people that have been in bad spaces changed with a simple smile and a nod.
Yeah.
A simple smile and a nod.
You give them a smile and a nod, and you change them.
We all do. We all do. I don't like to think that I'm special.
Right.
I think that we're all the same.
But you're a little bit in touch with some things that, and you studied it and you've learned about it, and so my point is, I'm saying is, people who are in those modes, maybe they could talk to Jason Gobeli.
Absolutely.
Get a new view on life.
Absolutely. I just want to help people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the message I got today.
Yeah.
Sell them real estate. How can I help you? I want to help you get into a house. Don't worry about trying to get their money or, trying to make that sale.
That's the biggest decision of their life.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't want to put them something that's not good for them. I mean, if it's good for them and it works for them and it's beneficial for them, then by all means, we want to make it happen.
We're way past time. We always go way past time, Jason. That's okay. Last thought, anything we've missed that you want to tell the people, our viewers?
No, Mike, I really appreciate coming on here with you because you got a great personality, Mike, and you shine and you affect other people's lives, and that's wonderful.
I appreciate that, Jason. I'm just going to close out and leave this on the screen for a bit, which is the book, the children's book, your web address, and things like that. Copy it down. Call Jason. Who gives out their phone number anymore? He's begging for it. Give him a call and ask him about something that interests you. We'll be back with more Briggs on Books here at Central Valley Talk right after this.